joined today by Jonathan Fisher, CEO of Cauldron Energy, stock code CXU. Jonathan, thanks for your time.
G'day, David. Good to be here.
Your Yannery project sits in the Gascoyne region of Western Australia. Can you explain to us the importance of the region and some of the infrastructure advantages of where you're located?
Yeah, look, we're a couple of hours inland from Onslow, and it's in a region which is prolific for paleochannel systems that are fed by what we call hot rocks or hot granite. So the granite is the source of the radioactivity, and over time, the uranium gets caught up in the water, runs down the ancient paleochannel systems and deposits in ancient coastlines. So really the importance of that area is there are paleochannels everywhere. We've got most of it. Plenty of upside for our project.
And for those who aren't following closely, what's the uranium market looking like today?
The uranium market is characterised by a fundamental shortage of uranium. So at the moment, the market cannot supply from primary production the world's needs, and the world's needs are projected to grow, and existing production is actually coming off. So, long and the short of it, world needs more uranium projects.
You've grown the resource to 55 million pounds. What does that mean to the scale of this project?
So 55 million is a large project in itself. And it would allow us to build a mine actually. What we're more excited about is, as I mentioned, Yannery is prolific for ISR uranium, and we've got some pretty compelling targets out there to grow that resource, and that will mean, our project will be an absolute world scale uranium project once we mine it.
And how much exploration upside exists?
So yeah, look, 55 million. We've got an existing exploration target out there that says we're targeting another 50. But we might need to revisit. We might need to revisit that target. We may publish an update to it because, we've finished the year with even more high priority targets than we started with, despite making 2 new discoveries. And we've actually made 3 new discoveries in the last 2 years. So yeah, it's almost as if it's hard to not find uranium on our tenements.
As you touched on, you are looking to develop an ISR-style deposit and extraction project. How does it stack up technically to those of your peers globally?
So ISR it's important you mention ISR, but it's the most environmentally sustainable method of uranium extraction, and also one of the concerns is always for regulators around worker dose. And ISR, because you're not mining dirt, you're not crushing dirt, you're not creating dust. And so ISR creates less dust, less options for inhalation. So that's important. In terms of how we stack up, one of the things that is quite easy to assess is water quality, because the quality and the salinity of your water, because you're doing your recovery underground, those in-ground water conditions are really important. We've just had water quality testing done by ANSTO, and I mean, their commentary is extremely positive. And that compares, for example, to other jurisdictions where ISR is currently done in Australia, which is in South Australia. South Australia is known to have hypersaline water. So you have to do more things. You need more capex to build more water treatment plants and use more reagents. If you've got clean water in the ground already, it's an absolute game changer.
And what about on a global perspective? How does it stack up?
Look, our projects are, the nature of the mineralisation is quite similar to probably Uzbekistani uranium deposits versus Kazakhstani. Kazakhstani are just much larger border deposits. Part of the reason why we've actually signed an agreement with the Uzbekistani National Uranium Company, they invented this type of ISR mining. So we're learning from the best.
The policy position of the WA state government is well known. What does a policy change mean to the valuation of this project?
So the policy has a big impact on value, but also provides asymmetric upside. Look, we've got 55 million pounds in the ground, currently valued about $55 million, $1 a pound. Right now, we're discovering uranium at 8 cents a pound. So we discover at 8 cents, goes on the balance sheet at $1. That's great for the shareholders. But if you look across to South Australia and say, if WA is considered the same risk as South Australia, i.e. we can mine it, that dollar goes to $10 a pound. And then the in-ground metal value of that is actually Aussie, 140 bucks, so 90 US on 140 Aussie. So lots of value upside. Turbocharging that is the exploration upside, because we want to be way higher than 55 million pounds when that policy changes.
What does 2026 look like? What are some of the key milestones investors should be focused on?
So we're really excited that we've got Heritage already booked for May. Last year we couldn't get on site till October because our Heritage partners are just booked up. So we've got an early slot. That means I can be drilling by late May, probably. We'll be doing some passive seismic before then to work out where to drill. And yeah, it's a pretty heroic drill campaign coming up. As I said, we've got a lot of high value targets. The biggest of which is the extension of the Meningie North deposit. We made that maiden discovery last year, and we think there is a lot of upside there.
Investors love upside and they love news flow. Clearly two things coming from Cauldron in the next 12 months. Jonathan, exciting times ahead. We follow with interest.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.